In a land the Spanish once had called the Northern Mystery, where rivers run and disappear, the Mustang still is free. By the Devil's Wash and the Coyote Hole and the wild Hawaii Range, somewhere in the sage tonight, the wind calls out his name. Hi, hi, hi. Come gather round me, buckaroos, and a story I will tell of the fugitive Claude Dallas who just broke out of jail. You might think this tale is history from before the West was won, but the events that I'll describe took place in 1981. He was born out in Virginia, left home when school was through. In the deserts of Nevada, he became a buckaroo. And he learned the ways of cattle, and he learned to sit a horse. And he always packed a pistol, and he practiced deadly force. Then Claude, he became a trapper, and he dreamed of the bygone days. And he studied bobcat logic in the wild and silent ways. In the bloody runs near Paradise, in the monitors down south, trapping cats and coyotes, living hand to mouth. Hi, hi, hi. Then Claude took to living all alone, out many miles from town. A friend, Jim Stevens, brought supplies, and he stayed to hang around. That day, two wardens, Pogue and Elms, drove in to check Claude out. They were seeking violations and to see what Claude's about. Now Claude had hung some venison, he had a bobcat pelt or two. Pogue claimed they was out of season, he says, Dallas, you're all through. But Dallas would not leave his camp, he refused to go to town. As the wind howled through the bull camp, they stared each other down. It's hard to say what happened next, perhaps we'll never know. They were gonna take Claude into jail, and he vowed he'd never go. Jim Stevens heard the gunfire, and when he turned around, Bill Pogue was falling backwards, Conley Helms, he fell face down. Aye, aye, aye. Jim Stevens walked on over. There was a gun near Bill Pogue's hand. It was hard to say who'd drawn his first. Claude hadn't made his stand. Claude said, I am justified, Jim. They were gonna cut me down. And a man's got a right to hang some meat when he's living this far from town. It took 18 men and 15 months to finally run Claude down. In the sage outside of Paradise, they drove him to the ground. Convicted up in Idaho, manslaughter by decree. 30 years at maximum, but soon Claude would break free. There's two sides to this story, there may be no right or wrong. The lawman and the renegade have graced 1,000 songs. The story is an old one, conclusion's hard to draw. But Claude's out in the sage tonight, he may be the last outlaw. Aye, aye. In a land the Spanish once had called the Northern Mystery, where rivers run and disappear, the Mustang still is free. By the Devil's Wash and the Coyote Hole and the wild Hawaii Range, somewhere in the sage tonight, the wind calls out his name.
We made Oklahoma a little after 3. Randy, his brother Bob, my old GMC. We had some moonshine whiskey, some of Bob's homegrown. We were so messed up, we didn't know if we were drunk or stoned. Randy was a sad sack, tall, kind of frail. Bob was a raving maniac, crazier than hell. He'd been kicked out of high school several years ago for kicking over porta cans at the 4-H rodeo. And since then they've done their little dance right outside the law. Popped twice in Oklahoma and once in Arkansas. And I don't know what possessed me to want to tag along, 'cause I was raised a Christian and I knew right from wrong. Right or wrong, black or white, cross the line, you're gonna pay. In the dawn before the light, never die by shades of gray. We stole 2 Charolais heifers from Randy's sweetheart's paw, sold them at the livestock sale outside of Wichita. We got $900 and never did suspect the world of hurt we'd be in once we cashed the check. The next day we heard the story on the local radio. We made our plans that very night to go to Mexico. And I swear we would have made it if it wasn't for the shine. I got sick about the time we crossed that Kansas line. Right or wrong, black or white, cross the line, you're gonna pay. In the dawn before the light, live or die by shades of gray. I was lying in the bar ditch, praying I would die, when a light came on above us and a voice called from the sky. And a half dozen unmarked cars came screeching to a halt. They grabbed Bob, he started screaming that it was all my fault. And there were men and dogs and helicopters flying all around. They had the brothers on the pickup hood and me down on the ground. Then Bob flew all to pieces, but Randy he held tight when a black man in a suit and tie stepped into the light. He told his men to turn us loose and they put down their guns. He said, "These are just some sorry kids, they ain't the ones." Right or wrong, black or white, cross the line, you're gonna pay. In the dawn before the light, never die by shades of gray. So they left us by the roadside, downhearted and alone. Randy got behind the wheel, said, "Boys, I'm going home." So we turned around and faced our fate, hungover but alive, that morning in Oklahoma, late April '95.